reflecting not just on my trauma, but also on my resilience. I resist. My resilience is not a single use item that I acquired. I'm in a constant state of mending. I catch and release my triggers and traumas like an ethical fisherman, returning them to the sea of my soul. I search in my day-to-day life for a moment of peace that I hold on to like a candle in a cave. On days like today, my story of resilience feels fragile and breakable. Other days, it brings me comfort, lulling me with the fruits of my labor, the healthy body I live in, the supportive husband I have, the beautiful home I own, my writing, my community of lovers and friends. Like a peaceful warrior, I endured and I came out victorious. Scars on my back and broken ribs, chin up high and eyes glittering with pride. Wounds to be stitched, triumphs to be celebrated. How would I ensure that this complex narrative of my experience is held tenderly by every reader? How would I offer you my queer trauma on these pages if I can't trust you to hold space for my Syrian pride as well, for my Canadian success? Where will you weigh in on the balance between empathy and sympathy? Will you tear up when I tell you about my lows? Will you find me cocky when I celebrate my highs? Did you pick up this memoir with an expectation based on your preconceived notion of what a refugee is, what a gay man is, what a Syrian is? Are you willing to let go of these notions at the turn of this page and trust me in the telling of my own story? Are you willing to let go of the simple narrative of here is good and there is bad when it comes to refugees arriving in Canada? Will you trust me as I am about to trust you? Typing every word on these pages is my own act of trusting you, and trusting you with my truth goes against every defense mechanism I have acquired throughout my life. Here is why it is difficult to trust you. I once struck up a conversation with a woman on an airplane. I'd spent a long weekend in Ottawa as part of the International Writers' Festival following the release of my debut novel, and was on my way back to Vancouver. She was on her way to White Rock to visit her sister who had just had a baby. We started with small talk, comparing the icy October winds of Ottawa with the rainy days of Vancouver, commenting on the lack of legroom between seats, and the man in front of us who had dropped his seat back all the way down, practically resting his head in my lap. Seriously? On a daytime flight? She offered me a mandarin orange, and I offered her the name of the fruit in Arabic. Yusuf Effendi, I enunciated. Isn't Yusuf the name of a person? She asked. Yeah, it's the Arabic equivalent of Joseph. Effendi also means Mr. or boss, so the name of the fruit is Mr. Yusuf. Huh. She slipped another slice between her lips. Why name a fruit after a person? I honestly don't know. We both chuckled, then she pulled out her phone to show me pictures of her newborn niece, and I pulled out my novel from my backpack, proudly presenting it to her. What is it about? She examined the back cover, the author photo with my dyed red hair, then flipped through the pages of the book. She landed on the front cover again, adorned with stamps of approval by award juries and best-of lists. It's a story of two gay refugees leaving Syria and arriving in Canada, then reflecting on their journey as they build a home for themselves in Vancouver. Oh, so it's a memoir? No, I said. It's a novel. She leafed through the book and asked if she could read from it. I nodded and watched her fold the book to its first page, cracking the spine. I'd never watched anyone read my own work in real time.